Good bloody morning and welcome to another one. We are in the beautiful Coral Bay, Dolphins. I'm spending about a week here and today is a special occasion. We've got Aiden on the boat and his wife's let him out of the caravan, so we are bloody sending it, baby. We're heading over there to the South Passage right now. I've got a pretty bloody good week of weather, so we are going to make the most of it, and today is no different. A beautiful weather day, a little bit of a breeze right now, but I'm sure it's going to back off. So we are sending it far and wide. We're going to be fishing baits, we're going to be fishing jigs, we're going to try and get a feed. So strap your bloody selves in, man. It's going to be one hell of a week. Let's hit this South Passage, let's get this Haines bloody sending, and we'll see you out there, baby. Passage on a calm day. First bite of the trip. This is not what I was hoping for on my first trip, bro. Jig one down. Here we go. Ah, what? Horrible start to the day. Blowy. Blowy, bro. Sometimes day one of these trips, you're absolutely frothing and you've got an expectation of where you think the trip should be or where you want it to be, and sometimes it's just not there. The fish, they just don't eat every day, and when they don't, it's just so frustrating because you want to get those fish. You're filming, I want to catch fish for you guys as well, and sometimes it just doesn't happen, and it can be so frustrating. And this is a prime example of a day that the bar was setting up here, but the action was down here, and it was really hard to deal with. Oh yeah, fuck off you. Oh my god, bro. Are you serious?
They're not leaving you alone, so are they?
Are you absolutely serious?
Is that your fourth one?
What is with these blovies? Oh, yep, smacked. Yeah, really good. Yeah, righto, righto. Just fall off the hook, it's all good. Just targeting the big fish anyway, that was quite small, so we'll let that one go, and we'll just drop back down for the bigger species. Yeah, we're having a great day out here, eh? I love Coral Bay. Yeah, boy. Fishing on 73 metres. Oh, it's a big wetter cobia. Good luck. Oh, you're gonna need it. Not quite the target species. Actually really nice eating fish, but probably not gonna be kept today. What's worse than one cobia?
Two cobia, mate.
Slim pickings out on the high seas. Nice cobia, actually a really nice eating fish on the bait, but not really the target species. And this little guy too. That's his remora, mate. Probably pulled them both off a shark. Send it, brother. This little tomato cod that came up, it was pretty cooked, had barotrauma, and it wasn't going to survive. So I thought I'd slab it up, use it as bait, whack it on a bottom meat. Little did I know, it was going to account for the fish of the day.
We don't trust it.
Yeah, no. But pretty decent. Oh, this is decent, yeah. need a bottom meat. This looks red. Yeah. It's not hard, bro.
Day, mate.
Not hard. It's a late day, struggling to get fish. Sometimes you got to use bait. I hate using bait, but here we are. Vex 300 gram bottom meat. That was on a fresh piece of tomato cod. Caught a tomato cod, filleted it up. We are in 80 metres. An old mark that I've caught heaps of fish off. We just thought we'll come back here at the end of the day. The wind's picked up a bit. Nonetheless, Vex bottom meat's doing the damage. Scown, another morning in the beautiful Coral Bay. Fishing solo today. Yesterday was a real grind of a day. The fishing was really shut down. Went to a few usual spots, and there was really not a lot on the tube. And I find that actually happens quite a lot in Coral Bay. It's either on or it's off. You got your usual spots, and when they're on, and when they're not, it can be a real place that really shuts down. And I had a feeling yesterday may have been the case with that, because the barometer was dropping right down, and that's why I've got this sort of good weather window here. It's a little bit stormy, the barometer's right down, and sometimes the fish don't like that, so it's a real quiet bite. A lot of the spots had northwest blowies on them, which I've never really experienced before. Like, it was spot after spot, northwest blowy. Never really had that here before. Nonetheless, we still fished, and we got a few okay fish out. Got that nice red. I was pretty happy with that. We cooked that for dinner last night, and it was absolutely bloody beautiful. So the weather really turned it on yesterday. A bit rough in the morning, and then it came really good. Today I'm not sure if it's going to hold out as good, and I'm probably not going to put up with shit fishing. If the fishing's quiet, I'll come in and do something else. So I've opted to go to the North Passage today. Going to go to a few different marks that are actually even closer. They're not very far out at all. So I'm going to work that ground. Yeah, let's try and get a bit, baby. Really quite windy, so not ideal conditions, but nonetheless we're out here doing it anyway. That's the jig of choice. That's a Dewing Kachoo. That's a 250 gram jig, fishing in 83 meters, but it's really windy, so when it's really windy I'm not afraid to use a bigger jig just to get more bottom time and just really keep that line vertical rather than get that 45 degree, which you don't want. So let's drop that down. That's on my same combo that I normally use, the new Saltiga with the Pitchmaster. So that's the Pitchmaster. That is a 2 to 5, I'm pretty sure. No, 3 to 5, I lie. A few fish high up on that sounder, so I'll have a little bit of a faster retrieve and see if I can razz up a bite from them. What I do is I'm drifting that way, obviously, so I cast my jig about sort of 15-20 meters that way, and in that wind, by the time my boat drifts over to the mark, the jig's basically in front of me, vertical on this side of the boat. So that's why I'm casting out that way. Weed hits. Oh, smacked. Absolutely zinged. Some sort of pelagic. Quite a bit of weight on it. Probably the first bit of decent stretch I've had all day. Got a bit of weight. Colour. Maybe a big amberjack. Yep. Oh, wow. Did boys are singing today! Mate, I am absolutely frothed out. That is one of the coolest fish I've ever caught out here, man. That is a big jobby, man. That is a real, let's whack a mark into the sounder for that, eh? Wow. Jobfish on jig on a Vex Jew in Gachu. That's a 250 gram. We're fishing in 80 meters of water, and I'm gonna call that, that's the best fish I've caught on jig all year. I'm absolutely frothing out, man. It's been a really quiet bite. Like, I'm struggling to get fish today. This was on, I was winding up, it was quite high off the bottom, I'd say 30 meters off the bottom. But look at that, man, it absolutely inhaled that jig. I don't even know why I gaffed it. It was just, had a bit of weight on it, so I thought I'm just gonna sink a gaff into this and not play around with it. But mate, I'm absolutely frothed out. Jobby on jig. Coral Bay really turns it on sometimes. I wasn't expecting this at all. When it came up, I thought it was a an amberjack, because you do get quite a few in this area, and they will come up high. But a big dirty jobby, biggest one I've ever caught. Rod and reel, Vex jig, Coral Bay. Talk shit, get bit, baby. And the boys light up! The boys light up! My day is made! Let's go back to camp and sink some tins! After getting the job done, I'm slightly done here. But I thought one last ditch attempt, bottom meat, fresh bit of squid. It's really quiet on the jig. I'd say it's not even quiet, it's just absolutely dead. So have a quick go with a bit of bait. The wind is absolutely pumping. So if no nibs, I want to get the bloody hell out of here, go do something else. The job's done, isn't it? The job's done, mate. Jobfish. Let's get out of here, go enjoy life. Yeah, boys are on. Oh, boys are on, all right. Oh, good fish. The ground in the 70. I thought I'd have a cheeky drop. Skip has mineral water. This is a nice fish. 300 gram bottom meat. Wild bloody seas, that's for sure. This is a pretty decent fish. It's actually, it's a red. Not even that big. Sometimes you just need bait with a bit of a bottom meat. Coral Bay, turning on with a bit of rough water. But a couple of fish have come on board. Vex bottom meat, that is a 300 gram head, and just a fresh bit of fresh squid we caught yesterday. 5 fingers there. Wow, wow, wow. It is really windy today. Not great fishing conditions, and I'd almost called it a day, but I had a little bit of bait left on that bottom meat, a bit of squid, and I thought, oh, we'll drive it in, and it looked all right, so I thought I'll have one last drop, and I guess we'll here now, so probably have another drop on this just in case there's another red waiting for me. But yeah, absolutely stoked. Good day out in the end. I'm yeah, another drift. Let's get out here, get in the shallows and get some serenity, because it's absolutely wild out here. It's not, I wouldn't say it's the most enjoyable spot. Yeah, all right, I'm done here. It's really quite windy. Probably doesn't look too bad on the camera. Maybe if I face that way, because that's where the wind's coming from. I got the job done early. It's about, I don't know, 9 o'clock, maybe not even. It's really windy, hard to set adrift, and the fish just aren't feeding. So I'm gonna send it on in. If I see something cool on the way in, I'll start fishing, maybe a few buckaboos or whatever. Just pulled into the shallows, a few casts with the Vex buckaboo. That's on an Assassin dual rod. That's 30-pound setup. Oh, pulled out. Yep, here we go. What do we got? Little Spango. Little guy, the Vex buckaboo. What else are you gonna do when the wind's pumping, eh? Bit of a backstory on this actual trip. Just bought the boat up for basically a month's worth of fishing. Before this, I was at Exmouth fishing heavy tackle game comp, and we actually had a really, really bad run. We had so many things go wrong with the boat. You might notice I haven't bring any sounder shots up. I've just done a complete install, Bruno install, but we were a little bit rushed for that comp. There's got a lot of teething issues. So yeah, the sounder hasn't been working. I'm not going to put it up because it's just not going to do it justice. It is working a lot better. But yeah, for heavy tackle comp, basically it was one of those trips where anything could go wrong, went wrong. And we did still manage a few blue marlin. We got 3 out for a few days fishing, and before that we're on a bit of a marlin dry run. We did a trip last Christmas and the fishing was just completely shut down, so we didn't get any blues. Being able to return this year and get 3 blues, I was actually really happy with it. Just the only bad thing was just all the dramas with the boats. We had just drama after drama. We had a few dramas with the trailer. Even had to go get the welder out and get that fixed up. But yeah, that's boating 101, isn't it? It doesn't just happen to me, it happens to bloody everyone. So it's just all part of it. Nonetheless, let's roll on a bit of blue marlin action. I'm going to send it down here. Once the blue marlin action's done, we fill it with fish. Hooroo! There he is, there he is.
Diving in the way. Good fish. Bagged him. Yeah, the bloody boys.
First blue of the trip. We've been barely watching the spread with it sorting out a new sounder upgrade. But the boys are back online and they are absolutely fired up! Come on! Yeah, boys. Hook set. Straight through the eyeball. Inside out. Blue number 2. We're up against some really bad weather conditions, which made the fishing really tough, and it made us really work for every blue marlin we caught. Not only that, we just had so many boat, trailer, fishing injuries. We even had some personnel injuries. Rexy hurt his hand pretty bad, almost a break. But yeah, they just wouldn't stop coming. We were battling the whole time an electrical issue. We had some, I've just got a whole new Fruno setup done, and it was a little bit rushed to get the job done before the trip. We water tested everything before we went and everything worked perfect, but the moment we went out blue marlin fishing, nothing would talk to each other, nothing would connect, and had some pretty serious issues. We were working through it basically behind the scenes. Every night we'd get off the water and we started working on it. We troubleshooted and we found one cable from the zip wakes, an old cable that was faulty, and that was throwing a bit of a fault into the system. So we replaced that. And basically 90% of the system came online except for the autopilot. I couldn't get autopilot working, and that was really annoying because autopilot in these sort of conditions is really important. Add on to that, we even got the welder out one night, came into Tanabiddy, really rough water, and a wave hit my trailer, and one of the trailer rollers inverted. As I drove onto the trailer, didn't even feel it, it snapped one of the rollers off and did a heap of underbody damage to the boat, but also snapped the roller on the trailer. So we had to get the welder out, weld that up, and the issues, they just kept coming, but we just kept working through them and kept getting into the fish, baby.
Here he goes, get a jump. Yeah, boy! Here he goes. Yeah, boy! Fucking tearing it. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, brother! Oh, yeah! He's fucking tearing the oyster, brother!
Here we are, back inside the bay. This place never ceases to amaze me. We travel really far and wide to try and catch fish like that, jobfish. Remote places where you're hundreds of k's out at sea, staying on remote islands, and we come to Coral Bay. I'm fishing within 10k of the ramp and staying in beautiful accommodation, and boom, green jobfish on jig. It's about as good as it gets. So it's 10 o'clock now. I'm just doing sort of half J charters out here, coming in early. I'm just gonna clean up those fish now, those two fish, the red and the jobby, give that a bit of a clean up, and then we might go around the corner for a bit of a squid soon, but we'll see how we go. It might be wrapping up for the day. But how is the bloody Serenity? It's a little bit breezy, but that water is beautiful, man. So let's clean up some fish and get into it. Let's get these fish. What an absolute horse. Let's get these fish on the fillet. Quite a fishy fish, maybe similar to Spanish mackerel. Some people don't like it. I reckon fresh it's absolutely beautiful. We had it when we went to Onslow. Joe didn't like it, but yeah, I thought it was a really good eating fish, so that's going to be on the menu tonight. Beautiful slabs, fresh. I think you can't beat it. I think it's a wonderful eating fish. So yeah, that's tonight's dinner. The red, not huge, but great eating size. We had one the same size last night, and it tasted absolutely on point. Red slabs. Life's not hard. Don't make it hard. Eat red head for dinner. Stay fresh, baby. That's a wrap for today, or maybe even the whole episode. I don't know. But today's Christmas Eve, tomorrow Christmas Day and Boxing Day. Really windy days, so it's a sign to take it off, cook some roast pork, take it easy and have a few tins. So that's what's going to be going down the next few days. But after that, we'll be back on the water, slaying it, getting into them. So whether that's next episode or whether that's in a few minutes, I don't know, mate, because I'm just too frothed out on the water. I don't know what I've filmed and what I haven't filmed. So till the next bit, oo bloody roo, baby.